So what is a demand letter in a personal injury case? Hi, I'm attorney Christopher Nicolaysen from Springs Law Group, and today I wanted to talk about demand letters and how and when they come into your case. And so a demand letter, or what I'd like to call a settlement opportunity letter, is going to be a letter or an email that you're going to send to the other party, and it's usually to the other party's insurance and to that specific adjuster at the insurance company that you've been talking to at a certain point in your case when you're ready to start working on a settlement. And we call them a settlement opportunity letter because it's giving them a chance to settle. Generally throughout, though, they're known as demand letters. So that demand then is going to demand a certain amount of money where you're requesting compensation for your injuries, both your physical injuries that you suffered, but also your non-economic injuries like your pain and suffering and things like that. Additionally, too, within that demand or settlement opportunity letter, you're also going to bring up things like your lost wages, your inconvenience, your quality of life, and you'll talk about those things. So a demand is going to be a big encompassing document that will list out what happened within the accident itself, within the crash. Generally, you'll have a medical summary, and then at the end, you'll give a, kind of a summary of how the crash has affected your life from a non-economic standpoint, not only your life, but maybe the lives of those around you, like family member and friends. And then at the end, you'll have an ask. We always recommend having an ask if it's the ask of the policy limits as a whole, or if it's a specific dollar amount, but make sure that you have an ask in there. And then you're gonna send that out, and you wanna give them a reasonable time. And whenever I say them, you wanna give the at-fault insurance company a reasonable amount of time to get back to you. Usually for us, on average, it's around 30 days, and I'd recommend either 30 days or a little bit more than that so that they can review all of the documents. Because not only will you have the demand letter, but then you'll also have all of the supporting documents like your medical records and bills for the treatment that you received, to give them a true, thorough opportunity to look at everything. And then a lot of times they will either, agree to the amount that you asked for, or they're going to come back with a different amount, which will then start the negotiation process, so the back and forth. So a true demand letter is something that's going to really start or begin the negotiation process. We do recommend having that in writing, so either a letter, a physical letter, or a letter that you're going to email, or just an email itself. So that way too, the negotiation is going back and forth, but it's going back and forth via a writing so that you have a track, you can track that and kind of show as the negotiations are moving forward. So if you're at a spot and working on a injury case yourself and you've been injured and are working on your demand letter or your settlement opportunity letter and you have questions about that, feel free to reach out to the attorneys here at Springs Law Group. We'd be happy to help you along and discuss with you.